When the summer comes, there is no better place to be than at a swimming pool. Whether it's a natural swimming hole or a human creation, we long to find the nearest pool where we can just dip in to refresh ourselves and overcome the heat of the long summer days. At the end of the day, the point of going to a pool is to have some fun and relax a little bit, especially if we have a lot of time to spare. However, sometimes pools can be anything but relaxing. In fact, some of them are quite scary, and some of them were meant to challenge our biggest fears. Today, we're going to be looking at 10 of the most terrifying pools in the world. We'll visit different corners of the world and explore some of the most thrilling swimming experiences around the globe. A lot of them can still be quite relaxing if you can keep yourself together, but some of them will definitely get your heart pumping faster. Find out just what's at the top of the list and decide for yourself whether you'd like to visit this place, or just stick to your average swimming pool. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we?
After thousands of years of erosion, many rock pools have formed near the Great Victoria Falls, the legendary waterfalls located in Zambia. One of these naturally occurring pools is located right on the edge of a vertiginous drop. Devil's Pool is indeed the ultimate infinity pool. It is a protected area that only allows a maximum of 24 people at any one time. The utmost care is taken to protect and preserve the natural habitat of the area. There is only one company that has been issued with an exclusive operator's license to conduct the Livingstone Island and Devil's Swimming Pool tours. Many people have turned to illegal guides to take them to these amazing pools, but without the right expertise, there have been a number of serious accidents. From the lip of the pool to the crashing waves below is a whopping 103 meters. That is more than enough to result in a fatal fall, though there is a natural barrier at the edge of the pool, which will hopefully protect visitors from a precarious plunge. Devil's Pool is open during the drier months of the year, usually between mid-August and mid-January, when the Zambezi water levels are low enough for swimmers to take a dip. At the time of its completion in 2006, the San Alfonso del Mar swimming pool was the largest in the world. Located in Algarrobo, Chile, the pool is simply enormous. The giant man-made pool, set along the coastline, is larger than 20 Olympic-sized pools and holds a whopping 66 million gallons of water. Crystal Lagoons, the creator of the pool, claimed at the time that it was 6 times bigger than its closest competitor, the Ortlieb Pool in Casablanca, Morocco. Not only is the pool long, but it's deep. It held the Guinness World Record for being the world's deepest at 115 feet, and upkeep costs a cool $2 million annually. If you're wondering how it manages to fill up every day, considering the amount of water required to keep this pool functional is about 250 million liters, wonder no more. The pool uses a computer-generated suction and filtration technology to pump in water from the sea, which is filtered before it is pushed into the pool. This technology also ensures that this water is pumped out from the other end of the pool. The size is impressive, as is the fact that no lifeguards are on duty. Suddenly, the serene pool experience has a certain dangerous connotation. However, thousands of tourists every year are willing to risk their safety to enjoy this luxurious pool.
Wave pool at Yulong Shuoyayan Water Amusement Park. One of the main attractions in a lot of parks around the world is the wave pool. This water park in Longjing, China has one of them. And back in 2019, their wave pool became the scenario of a crazy event. One of the waves was higher than usual and crashed into a multitude of tourists who were swimming. The wave was so big and scary that it even splashed water out of the pool, prompting everyone to get out of the park. It was like an artificial tsunami. As a result, 44 people ended up injured, but luckily none of them died. After some investigation went on, the park authorities found out that the problem happened due to an electrical malfunction in the control room. This issue caused this scary wave, and as a result, the park had to close while authorities looked for a way to fix things. Overall, wave pools are scary, especially when a lot of people are in it. You could easily get carried away by the wave as it splashes against the dozens of tourists that are waiting for it. So always stay alert when you go inside a wave pool. Those pools are just scary in general. Sanctuary Retreats, Tanzania. The next pool on this list is also an infinity pool, and it might not be that terrifying since it's not as high above ground as the one in Singapore. You'll feel relaxed, as long as you don't pay attention to the wild animals near you. But then again, one of the reasons people go to Africa is to have a close encounter with the animal kingdom. So if that kind of adventure calls you, you might want to consider staying at a sanctuary retreat. These retreats are among the best experiences that you can have in the continent, and in the case of the Sanctuary Swala in Tanzania, your stay in the facilities include access to an infinity pool from which you can enjoy the views of a nearby waterhole, a place often visited by elephants and sometimes even big cats. It'll be like becoming part of their habitat, even if it is just for a short period of time. The Swedish ice swimming pool. People usually look for pools in the summer, but in the northern countries, some people like to push their boundaries and go for a swim in the winter. In fact, there are even official competitions for winter swimmers. Every year in the town of Skellefteå, Sweden, swimmers from all over the world come together in February to race in ice-cold waters. Dipping in waters that are near freezing temperatures can make anyone unconscious in less than 15 minutes. So, once you jump in the water, you can either die or start swimming. People with fragile heart conditions are asked to see their doctors before participating in the event. And there's also an experienced medical team and lots of hot water to help anyone who struggles during the race. While most of us prefer warm water, some experts believe that the cold water is actually good for your health. That is, if you know how to control it and use it to your advantage. While there's still a lot of research to be done, it is said that people who take cold showers get less sick than people who shower with hot water. So if you're not afraid of the cold, this might be the next pool you want to add to your list of places to go in for a swim.
An Italian spa complex just opened a swimming pool certified by the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's deepest. Named the Y40 Deep Joy, the pool is now the star attraction at the Hotel Milipeni, located in the Montegrotto Terme Resort area, near Venice, Italy. This isn't the kind of facility aimed at jaded business travelers hoping to cram in a few laps before they head upstairs to order room service. Deep Joy features a shaft that plunges down until it hits a depth of 138 feet, a space that could easily accommodate a 13-story building. The cylindrical-shaped pool will be heated to 32 degrees Celsius and require an immense amount of energy to maintain this temperature. And of course, the cave is meant for indoor scuba diving. Guests of the spa can visit various caves and grotto spreads throughout the various levels of the immense swimming pool.
Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. If you like unique and fancy experiences, here's another one for you. That would be the infinity pool at the top of Singapore's Marina Bay Sands. Infinity pools literally give the impression of infinity due to the fact that they lack any elevated edges, which allows the water to flow out. This one in Singapore is about 3 times the size of an Olympic pool, and it offers one of the best views of the city, including Gardens by the Bay, which is one of Singapore's most famous sites and is right next to this pool. The pool is situated about 200 meters above ground, which might be a bit frightening. But just sip on a cocktail, kick back, and allow yourself to relax in one of the best and highest pools in the world. The Devil's Pool. Not all of the pools are man-made. There are also some given by nature in which we can go in for a quick dip and relax on a hot summer's day. But even nature has given us some pretty crazy creations like the Devil's Pool, a swimming spot at the top of Victoria Falls, one of the largest waterfalls on Earth. The Devil's Pool is right at the spot where the river flows before going down a waterfall that sends down more than 500 million liters of water every minute. Once you're in, you will most likely want to take a picture of yourself and have a quick swim. But don't go in without the help of a local guide. They are the ones who know how to best get in while staying safe. The best time to visit is between August and January, which is when the water levels make swimming possible and less risky. The place is absolutely terrifying, but you might as well jump in if you're there at the right time. It sounds like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience. The Glass Bottom Pool, China. Hotel pools have usually been designed with the hopes of giving people a chance to relax and unwind after a long day of sightseeing. In the case of urban hotels, the pools are the perfect escape from the hustle and stress that comes from the big city's lifestyle and the never-ending meetings that come with it. But the people at the Holiday Inn in Beijing decided that it was a good idea to give their guests a unique experience, a glass-bottomed pool. You can find their pool on the 24th floor of the building. As you swim forward, you'll realize that part of it is hanging above ground, and the only thing holding you is a thick layer of glass. This allows you to see what happens underneath you, but it will definitely send chills down your spine, especially if you're afraid of heights. While this is a crazy idea for a pool, the concept has been built in different parts of the world. In some parts, the glass-bottom pools are bridges on which you can swim across 2 different buildings. The popularity of these pools makes me realize that a lot of people like the concept, despite the height fear. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. The Golden Nugget, USA. If swimming close to wild animals is your thing, then you might also want to get yourself inside the Golden Nugget. In this place, you can swim surrounded by sharks, which is an exotic and quite scary experience that you can only find in the ocean, and in places like Las Vegas where everything seems possible. It's in this city where you can find the Golden Nugget, an extravagant casino with a pool that costs nearly $30 million to be completed. That's the amount of money they needed to bring this crazy pool into existence, where the only thing separating you from the sharks is a thick glass window, which they say is more than enough to keep you safe from any unwanted encounter. You can also go down a 3-story high water slide that will send you right in the middle of the shark tank before you make it back to the pool. This definitely sounds like an intense experience, but no experience is crazy enough for a place like Las Vegas. The RMS Queen Mary's Swimming Pool. The next pool on this list is so old that it gained its spot on this list due to its reputation of being haunted. This pool is inside the Queen Mary, a famous abandoned ship in Long Beach, California. The ship was built in the year of 1930 and traveled the oceans for more than 30 years until its final cruise in 1967. Now the place is a floating hotel and one of the most interesting attractions in Southern California. But the ship is also considered a hotspot for spooky paranormal experiences. Some people claim to have seen a lady in white and some children hanging around the first-class pool of this ship. Today you can go on a tour around this haunted spot, but you won't be allowed inside the pool area because they have some restoration projects going. But if you make it to the pool area, you'll realize that you don't need to see a ghost to feel creeped out. Just the deteriorating walls around it will make you feel goosebumps as soon as you come into this part of the ship. The Pool of Death. At the top of this list, I have another natural swimming hole, one that people call the Pool of Death. This one is in Hawaii's Kipu Falls, and it came from volcanic formations where ocean water gets stuck, naturally creating a swimming spot. However, this place is only for strong swimmers who can fight their fears as they make it back to the shore. Depending on the tide, you might be able to make it back to land safely, or you might have to fight for your life. This place became the scenario of at least 5 deaths. It came to the point that the government had to close it for the public, but some people kept trespassing due to its thrilling and dangerous reputation. And I think a lot of us would be very scared to come even close to this kind of pool, but some people will still go and give it a try, even if it means risking their lives. What do you think of these pools? Would you like to go swim in one of them? Which one would you avoid at all costs? Let us know in the comment section down below. With all that said and done, I will see you all next time. Later, everybody.